Hello my beautiful darlings and welcome back to Satisfactory. What are we doing? Well, according to my to-do list, what is it saying though? Do I need glasses? Maybe I do. But what we're doing, build stuff. Walk away, conveyor belt, whatever thingies. Who wrote those notes? Mr. T did. Okay. Get flying butts. Most definitely Mr. T. Okay. But that's what we're doing. But first and foremost, I want to show you guys a couple of things and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. And I may or may not have prepped a bit of stuff. Just a smidge. And the first thing I want to show you is our little sneaky extra factory that makes heavy modular frames and also steel beams and steel pipes. But the main purpose is heavy modular frames. Because I have a sneaky suspicion in the future we're gonna need a tiny bit more than what we are producing at our main facility at the moment. So just to make sure we have some extras right there. Plus it looks great next to my other little structures. I know I already showed you that in the last one, but I'm gonna show it again. Plus I'm up high, which is also normal. Okay, but besides that, let me just but honestly I think that looks great. And then we can see a tiny bit of my little power plant in the background over there. And also I finished adding a tiny bit of decorations to our heavy modular frame facility. I couldn't do too much on the outside, but honestly I don't think it turned out too bad. Plus I changed my main color again, mainly because I felt like it. And who doesn't like the color blue? What else? Oh yeah, the reason why, I know I already said so, but I'm gonna say it again for the newbies. The reason why I couldn't add more stuff down below is because of the trucks. The miners, that's not so much an issue. How on earth am I gonna get down from here? Yeah, the minus is not an issue. It's more making sure that trucks have enough room to do what they are doing, because they are taking coal from down there and bringing it all the way to over here. And I know it looks like a hodgepodge at the moment because I wasn't sure how many floors I needed to add to this. Plus I wanted this to be organic, so but it's starting to come together and it is actually starting to look like something. And I figured we might as well work a tiny bit on that today as well. Just us guys together. We're gonna be working on that. Okay. And let's just pan. That is another thing we're gonna have to take a little look-see at. And It's gonna be great. So, let's fly past our new little heavy modular facility first. Might want to exit the photo mode. There we go. And not what I asked for. Again, not what I asked for. Right. Let's say we want fly slow. Because I was flying very, very fast because, like always, my trucks are being a-holes. So I had to intervene before they got into a skirmish, and there would be trucks parked flying everywhere, and no Beliscus, because somehow they have access to those. Alright, let's go. Sunday scroll. Sunday scroll. Something tells me that we miss playing Skyrim a tiny bit since we got scrolls on our brain instead of a stroll, you know? But honestly, maybe throwing scrolls at the crabs would actually work. Maybe, I don't know. It could be. It could be working. Okay, we are just gonna leisurely fly along the copper ore. And I see I missed a bit that needs to be upgraded. So that's great that we're actually doing this, honestly. And I'm gonna ignore that little spitter down there because he probably wants to yell at me. Bye, Mr. Spitter. No, I got it. Okay, okay, okay. Don't you dare. Fine. You know what? You actually asked for it. Yeah, we're going with the boom boom. You started it. I've just finished it. Okay. So because I have a truck station here, taking the coal and bringing it way over there, I had to leave a divot in my structure, kinda. And also we needed to borrow some coal from here. So I had to have a semi unsupported ramp here, but I think I managed to make it look somewhat supported nonetheless. And we got hypertubes going all the way up, so I can check the belts. But yeah, and the transporting area goes along the concrete bridge here. And you as a pioneer can traverse it, but we got a hypertube for that, essentially, right? But I did leave some room, so if you want to, you can sneak along here. Because I want this hypertube to spit you out on top of this roof from my little concrete facility. And then you can go from the roof over to the power. I haven't done that yet, but that's the plan anyways. And this is just a little lookout point to keep an eye on the belts. I think we might have to go inside for a tiny bit, because apparently Mr. Bean once again wants to be part of the video. Let's see. Let's put that in our hands instead, because I don't want to hurt Mr. Bean, but we're just gonna encourage Mr. Bean to actually vacate the building, okay? Go on. That's why I left that open, because apparently Mr. Bean likes to go in here. I think he likes the miners, honestly. And that has regrown again. Okay, that's all hunky-dory. Plus, it's also a little sneaky way for me to get through here. Because normally I fly very quickly around here, and not just a leisurely tempo as we're doing right now. And I am sorry, Mr. Bean, but you can't stay by the miners all day. You can't. Well, you could, but you shouldn't. You're gonna damage your ears. So. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's not chirping. Sometimes they chirp, which is kind of cute. Oh. I hope that was the bird and not Mr. Bean. Otherwise we need a doctor for Mr. Bean. Yes. But the starter iron area, I have added the sort of a roof to it. I used the floor, but it still serves the same purpose, shall we say. I'm just gonna follow the copper. Might as well follow the copper. Copper is a good thing. And luckily so far on this playthrough, oh yeah, I thought I had cleaned up all of my boxes after me, but apparently not. I was carrying some extra goodies, and I will show you why later. While checking to make sure everything was running, checking my belts, upgrading, checking more belts. But yeah, I was carrying a very, very useful load, shall we say. And since we are here right now, let's just much better, more better. And then I can recolor all of this later. It's gonna be great. So I am just gonna sneakily fly us to right over here, and we're gonna see if we can't not get stuck. Maybe that would be nice. So we're gonna start in the pancake section, and as you guys can see, it's only, well, 4 meters tall, so not a lot of room to move around. But we don't need that. We just need this to keep our belts somewhat neat and out of the way, mostly. So it did not need to be totally traversable, just enough room to get in here, get the belts, and making sure that stuff actually is moving. So that is what we did here. We need to add another stairway as well. But for now, there are no stairways. But we're gonna place a temporary one until I make a nice external stairway with doors and things like that. Thank you. Because today we are gonna be doing something useful but also a tiny bit silly. Since you guys already know, we are producing computers, circuit boards, high-speed connectors, AI limiters. Did I say computers? I hope I did. And also super duper computers. So we are producing that. But since we need electromagnetic control rods, yes, those thingies. Since we need those, right? That means we need some more high-speed connectors. And over there we are producing enough to make the super duper computers, but not enough to feed a whole nother machine. So that is gonna be this massive manufacturer's job. And for the circuit boards here, we are using a very interesting alternate recipe. That's what we're doing. So let's just say this is the normal, right? Where you need copper sheets and plastic. We do have plastic here in this part of our facility, but to simplify things and also to utilize a untapped resource, we're not gonna do this one. Plus is only gonna give us 7.5 per minute, and that is not a very nice number to work with math wise. So, and another one that we could do is use rubber and petroleum coke. And it gives us a tiny less circuit boards per minute, but it's a nice option if you have a plastic setup running and you're already making petroleum coke to get rid of your heavy oil residue, or as my friend Dave would say, purple goop. So if you're already making petroleum coke and you're already making the rubber, this makes total sense, right? And that's the option that we are going with. Yeah, I'm sorry, little assembler, but you will have to bear with us just a bit. Where we are going to use a tiny bit more copper sheet than the original recipe. And we are going to utilize silica instead of plastic. But on the other side, we are going to get 12.5, so almost 13 per minute. Last option, again with the plastic. So it requires 10 plastic and 30 quick wire. And we do have quick wire here. I actually get it in from 2 areas now, but that's besides the point. We do have quick wire, but I wanted to keep it simple and not having to try and load balance more than we already have over by the computer side, because that would be way too complicated and way too much work that I don't want to do. But it's a very nice option, and it gives us 8.7 per minute. So it's almost as good as this one. Almost. So that is step 1. And we get the couple sheet in from down below. But one belt is empty at the moment. We're gonna crawl up here. See? Totally and absolutely empty. Which is kind of sad. But we're gonna rectify that later. So the circuit boards gets merged with these two into a box and then fed into the manufacturer. So we have options here. If we need to take out some circuit boards and use for something else, as an easy peasy job to do. And extra circuit boards, always a good thing. But they get fit into the manufacturer. They make high-speed connectors. Then the high-speed connectors comes out of the machine. It's gonna get fed all the way through here. And speaking of getting fed all the way through here, we might as well do that right now. For that, we are gonna utilize Mach 3 belt. That should be fine. And that means we need one more thing. And they are actually right here. I did prep a bit. And they are stators. So, in order to get electromagnetic control rods, right? We need high-speed connector and stator. And they are gonna need 8 per minute. So, instead of relying on getting circuit boards and whatnots from over there to make more high-speed connectors, since we need to overclock this, I thought it was better, once again, also to simplify things a bit, just to set up an area just for that. And the high-speed connectors goes into here and stators, and then we got the rods. It's a whole freaking process. I'm like, okay, I can make rods, sure. But then, not only getting to the stage where we actually can make them was a bit, holy crap. Or should we be lazy? Would that be okay, or would that be bad? That would be bad. But what if I wasn't sure where the assemblers would end up completely, so I figured having to redo a belt wasn't the worst thing in the universe. So what if we do that then? I'm gonna let those fill up. Yeah, not too shabby. Okay, that means we can actually put a lid on here for now. And then when we get back, we need to figure out where we're gonna store the electrical whatever rods, right? But I think we're gonna put a conveyor wall in front of these babies and see if we can't get a conveyor taking care of these and bringing them up a floor. I think that might actually do. Right. Of course they are. Of course they are. I swear. Those trucks. Yes, 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 I know. Has become even more derpy than what they were before, but way worse. I know I said it a couple of times already, but I'm gonna say it again. Way, way worse. Seriously. Oh, God. So much worse. Fine. Let's go see who we need to yell at and who we need to fire, right? Let's just go the squirrely way. It's easier and quicker. So that's what we're gonna do. Because hopefully it's not my Caterium trucks that are being derpy. No, no. It's the usual suspects, of course. Go on. Puff. Well, that means we're gonna add a penalty time for that one when it returns. Yes, we are. So I think if we add about 7 seconds to its wait time, I think that would actually do. So that would be 42, which is the answer to everything in the universe, according to Hitchhiker's Guide of the Galaxy, by the way. Okay, there we go. You get 42 seconds on the clock, dude. Ay, ay, ay. I swear. Honest. I swear those trucks are really, really trying to not only test my patience, but also my temper. But the joke is on them. Mainly because they only managed to make me very annoyed and not angry. So, right. And here I had a little plan. So, let's see if we can't make that look nice. Are you freaking kidding me? And you made me put my foundations in wrong. Yes, I know. And I'm gonna go take care of you, but you gotta sit still for a bit. That is not too terrible. Now, what do we have that can complement this side. Before we go and deal with those silly trucks again. What if we do that? Would that be absolutely horrific? Absolutely not. Okay, I can live with this. This is good. Adds a bit of character. Not what I had planned for today, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Get a bit of different textures in here? Sure. Now, what if we do it like that? That doesn't look horrible. Okay, I'll take it. Let's go yell at some trucks, right? I see you, Sluggo. You get to stay there for now. For now. And then we can get back to work. Once we are done yelling at the trucks, mind you. Gotta yell at the trucks first. And also I need a sip of coffee. My throat is still sore. And tickly. Yeah, it's gotta be Dopey and Dopey. Can't think of anybody else. I don't think my criterion truck's such a problem. Yep, Dopey and Dopey. Well, that's it. You guys asked for it. I'm going in the big one. So hopefully now, once the red one goes back to its other loading station to load on items to send over there, it's gonna wait for the 42 seconds. And hopefully it's gonna be enough. Also, while we're here, I'm gonna change that. We're gonna change that to 21 seconds. Let's see how I do now. And let's get back over to the concrete side. Because you may or may not have noticed there is a port up there. And that port is gonna need a bit of help, tiny bit of power, and I figured we might as well just add in a bit of personality as we go, right? Yeah, I'm not mad at this. This is nice. Okay. So this area was prior just for concrete, but I figured it might as well have a bit of double duty use. Yeah, use. Than just being for the concrete. want the other stairway to go from there and up. Well, that means we're straight underneath a drum board. So that is not the way to go. No. But it's nice to know for later that they would somewhat align if need be. And why did I do that? Well, I wanted to show you guys that even though I am getting very proficient in building in here, sometimes you think of something that you think might work, right? And it doesn't. And it's totally okay. You just gotta think of something else and make it work. Good morning, little buddy. Well, that means we can actually take our flying butts in a minute. Bye, buddy. Don't crash. Spend enough fight to do that. Okay, and since we did punch a hole in our floor, let's just make that nicer quickly, shall we? Before we head on back over to the other side. That's a tiny bit nicer, but we're still gonna get some rain, but I'll be fine. Right. And here is where my special delivery came in, so and that one is a tiny, not a square, so you don't fall down and hit your head. And here we are gonna need a, say it with me, doorway. We need a doorway. Yeah. Now let's see how that looks before we head back. Finish up the conveying. Honestly, that doesn't look too shabby. I'm not mad at it. Not too terrible. Okay. Thank you, autosave. I'm just making sure that Mr. Fluffy hasn't respawned here. Because last time I was here, trying to figure out design and how actually I wanted the drones to set up on there. He scared the living bejeebus out of me, okay? I was just building away in my own little bubble and not cool. Very, very much not cool. Everything is running there, so that's good. And here we need a doorway. I just need one doorway there, thank you. And one there. Yep. That is nice. Okay. I don't mind that for one bit. Now, do you want to keep going with the frame windows, or how do we feel about those? If we do like that, maybe? That might not be bad. That might not be bad. Okay. Now we have that in place. And we need to come up there. Now, how do we want to come up there? You know what? Let's just start with that and get some steppy steps. Alright. And like that, maybe? That way we can still enter the doors and it's not going to be in the way. Yeah. That might be the ticket. That bit is not too terrible. And that leaves us to our pancake floor. Good. Would you? I just need one. Just one. Take that for now. And yeah, that is one. But do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? Maybe. Just bear with me for a tiny bit here. I had a very dumb idea. Right? One on each side. I want these like that. Yeah. And then we get some steppy steps. Why does that look wrong? The way they are sitting. Might just because we are needing one, right? Might have to bring that door forward just a tiny bit, but the idea is there though. I kind of feel like that might actually be a-okay. Because we are designing as we go here. On the fly. Sometimes it's nice to know how things are supposed to look, or you want them to look. Other times it's fun to see how the structure that you're dealing with is slowly but surely showing itself, right? And I'm kind of enjoying that process, even though it seems very much chaotic. I get that, and unorganized, I get that too, but trust me, it's gonna make perfect sense later. So we need to bring that to there. Alright. And then we need some floors. Otherwise we're gonna end up in the pancake floor. Don't get me wrong, pancake sounds awesome, but that's not the deal today. That needs to go, right? Yes. Okay. Just gonna wait for the drone. Because things are moving. It's going into the pancake floor. Yes, yes, yes. And there's silica. Oh, thank you. Well, aren't you gonna help me out here a bit? Thank you. I'll be fine. Do we need that? No, we do not. Of course we do not. That's why I didn't place it. Jeepers, come on, brain. Get with the program. So we got stators, and that's the high-speed connectors we're missing. And we're missing power. But I do believe... Okay, why are you not getting silica? The other ones are. So why are you not? Do tell. Do you want to try again? I actually think we need a Mark II for this. Okay, feel better? Yeah? Let's give you a Mark II as well. Sometimes when you're adding splitters to a belt, even though you did check and they were working, sometimes the game is just being a bit weird. Because I was in here earlier and to make sure all of the tedious work were done, like getting the samplers up, figuring out what to do with my belting, and how am I gonna get resources up here. Necessary stuff, but not the most entertaining stuff, right? So let's actually bring that to there. I'm gonna give you power. Let's see. And it's filling up. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we are gonna let this run just for a tiny bit. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it for a short while here before we continue on our building escarpment adventure. I don't know. Both works. Yes. Mainly because I needed to make sure that we kill those trucks. Don't worry, I'll take care of them later, but that we were getting enough quick wire over here, and if not, then I would have to go take care of that. And the silica, that seems to be a-okay. And since they got their own little sneaky box over there as well, I don't think it's gonna be an issue with things standing still for too long. That's gotta be a bug. So many machines just go to 99% and doesn't really go up to 100, which is kind of weird. gonna let it make some more here. I'm gonna give that one more. We're gonna let it run like that just for a bit because I want to make sure that it gets enough things that it needs before we go over and turn on the assemblers. That seems a-okay. We might have to help the circuit boards out just a wee bit. And that's no problem. Plenty of silica, plenty of copper, so... Well, I say plenty. So let's give these two a shot here. That one can just do what it's doing without interference. There comes the circuit board. Are you gonna give me more? Beauteous, okay. Thank you. So what is holding you up? The deuterium. Right. And don't do this at home or in your own game, okay? Since I am a flying squirrel, I have taken precautions. And of course, Derpy and Derpy. Great. Oh, let's go yell at those. And then we're gonna go check on the deuterium. And hopefully finish setting up the last of the assemblers. So everything can be rocking and rolling. That would be lovely. And I can check off go. Check off control rods from the to-do list. I don't get it because the deuterium trucks were running nicely and actually behaving. Hi, buddies. What seems to be the issue? Somebody has an attitude problem. Go on. And they both got different wait times. Okay, stand still, buddy. I gotcha. Should have refueled when it was over here because we got gas here for them, so but apparently not. Fine. Thank you, buddy. But you gotta wait. Your buddy's in trouble. We're gonna take care of your buddy first. And then you can drive to your heart content. Yes, you can. Alright. Go. I wonder if it would help if we... Since we're here anyway... Hiya there, buddy. Yeah, don't mind me. Because when I made this, I didn't have all of these pieces that we have now. So you kind of had to improvise, you know? Which, not perfect. Very much not perfect. Okay, do we have something that can go in there? Well, yeah, kinda, I guess. That is not gonna help the trucks, is it? No, it's not. So... Come on. Help a girl out here. Well, they're not slanted. I don't know. Would that be terrible? Okay, where did those little triangles go? Tiny triangle. Well, we don't need inverted, we just need this one. Yeah. Yeah. And then if we get another little triangle body here. Yeah. One there. That might actually not be too shabby. Yeah, I see you, Mr. Sluggo, but honestly, I think you're doing great on that tree. Yeah, that actually looks way safer. Okay. I'm not mad about that. That actually looks good. Alright. Hopefully Dopey and Dopey stops being a pain in the neck. Other way, buddy. Don't make me put you in bubble wrap. I will. I swear. I know Coffee Stain says they have fixed the AI, They have to a degree, but also not really. Well, you're doing great. It's not doing great, but I don't want to discourage yet. Mainly because I needed to deliver my criterion as a good truck. Yes. All right. Into the fray we go. Do some belting we shall. Mr. Bean, you better stay out of my factory. I promise you. It's way better for you if you just stay where you are. So yeah. Okay. Right? Oh, good job. That was scary. But that looks better. And we got power there. So let's just see if these will cooperate and actually work. And they're not gonna be producing at full steam, because I think if we put those down to 80, I might have to put them down to 70%, but for now let's try 80 and see how they go. Yeah, I'm not worried about the stators. We got plenty of stators. But I am slightly worried about the high-speed connectors here. Let's just help out the system a tiny bit. Might as well flood the line just a wee bit. See, the manufacturer is kind of tall, so I do think we need at least 4 more walls before we can make a pancake floor. And I do want to see how this actually look. I think that would actually, yeah, that might actually be okay, but let's just do that. And brisket for biscuit. Okay, that is not bad. How about this side? Are you gonna behave as nicely? Not quite. Okay. And you're gonna get that one. Now which is gonna fit you? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, none of them are gonna fit you. So those two, we have a window to get the material into a lift nicely. But you sneaky little bugger. Okay, let's problem solve this, shall we? Thank you. Well, since it doesn't wanna... Well, since it's not placed the way we actually needed it to be, we kind of need to jerry-rig this a tiny bit. And I'm okay with that, but now kind of want to do that with this. It might be dumb, but we're doing it. So rope barrier, voila. And then we take our conveyor wall, the one with one hole. There you go, thank you. But see, now we have two little snippies. And you know what? It's fine. Because if we're gonna be a tiny bit sneaky, we're just gonna do that and that. Why? Because conveyor belts are magical and can go through this. That's why. And to get those babies out. What did we say? 4, right? I believe so. At least. That's an interesting dilemma, okay. Intriguing. Very intriguing. I didn't expect that. Or can we get away with? I saw it. There you go, thank you. Would that be tall enough, maybe? Well, to make sure, we better go on the other side and take a look-see, because no. More. So 4. And that means we can do that. We're kind of letting this design itself here. Now, would you be so kind to actually snap where I need you to? Right there. Thank you. I'll take these floors away later. Right now they are gonna stay because safety net. Now down here we actually need to do that, and we need one there all the way over, and then we want some reinforced windows. That doesn't look too shabby. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna exchange that with a window because I love the view from here. I really do. It's magnificent. Because we got the Titan trees over there. We got one of my favorite areas, the dunes as well. And we can sneak a peek at the spire as well. So I don't want to cover it up, but I also need this to look somewhat structural sound, you know? It's gotta look somewhat safe. And here we are gonna go full on window all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm gonna cut that one away and that one. That was the one too high, wasn't it? No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright. I actually think that is gonna be okay. And now to check that theory, let's get out to our safety rating. That doesn't look excuse me. That doesn't look bad. I'm gonna bring those all the way up to there. Boop. Okay. Almost. Almost. Oh well. Oh, it's a good thing we got steppy steps. Actually, I want steppy steps on the other side too. Come to think of it. And while I'm editing, I'm gonna unpackage again. There. That way we get treatment, but also free. All right. That way, sliding doors that way. Yes, thank you. And then we need some green closed right there. Nice and safe. Booyah! Okay. Now it's time to go up to the top because we need to get our materials out of there. Are you snapping correctly? I hope so. I want to make a tiny bit of a corridor here to conveyor lift the rest of the way up with floor holes, so it looks a bit more nice and neat. Yeah, I think that is gonna be the ticket. And just be a sneaky McPeedy and do that, right? Is that out too far? Or are we good? We might be good. We're good. Float there. And then we need some more steps, because we need to get up there. And I'm gonna try my best not just fly around and have way too much fun, right? So if we do 3, and we take one of these snazzy little corner thingies and do that, and we still have access to that door, right? Yep, it's gonna be great. All right. Phew, that went okay. So I was actually thinking, since we're trying to keep this somewhat nice, right? See, over there. Is that in line with the others? Yeah. But since we are trying to keep this somewhat nice looking, I feel like doing it like this. You're gonna be an input, thank you. Input, thank you. Input, thank you. Makes totally and utterly sense, right? Honestly, I really like the view from up here. Plus, now my concrete building doesn't look like crap anymore. Okay. Looks a bit funny still, but it doesn't look like crap anymore, so I'll take it. Right. Organization. Yeah, we need that too, but right now we need these to go in there. Right? Added these, baby, they are no fun. Alright. Get that all the way over, plus this. And instead of having an entire pancake floor here, because we only have that one resource being made, that is gonna be a walkway, and this is gonna be where we're gonna get the resource or send it out of here, right? And we're gonna send it out of here. Actually, we're gonna send it out back here and then send it around, I think. That might be best. Or should we send it out from this side? Well, first and foremost, we need to get mergers on, because it's gonna need a bin. Thank you. Let's put one there. And let's get some mergers on, baby. Do like that. 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 And give me Mark 4 belt. Thank you. One, two, and spin. I know why they're idle. Good job me, right? And that's why you again double check your conveyor belting. Alright, we got liftoff. And we got some place to send them. Kinda. But I kinda feel like having that tiny pancake floor, so to speak. It's gonna be lovely. And before we call it good, because we need to stop this episode, we're gonna do one last thing, and then we're gonna save, and we're gonna say goodbye, and see you in the next one. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, where are you, little sneaky? There you are. I was kind of thinking of doing something like that. Get me over. Thank you. And let's grab a little friend. Have one? No, not there. There, thank you. And do like that. And then we need to add a tiny bit of color. How's that? Oh, that is not bad. Okay. Yes, I know they are. That would be Cheetos and cheese puff. I swear, those two are really, really trying to just give me a heart attack. On purpose. Hang on, what if we... Yeah, Cheetos will have to wait. And the same with Cheesy Puff. And yeah, I know they are, but they gotta stay that way for a tiny bit because we're not quite finished. And there, there. Now we're gonna get the corner so it looks nice and supported there. And it's gonna be these babies. That looks good. Now we need a bit more on this side. Where are you at? That way, thank you. Alright. Oh yeah. I will finish off this lower floor here, and then we can continue working on the rest of it in the next one. But it's looking so good already. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. And we're gonna keep this nice and open up here. And we get to go up here, and we can survey the process down below. And then go in here, get our goodies. Don't worry, I'm gonna put in some place to pull out the resource, but right now, carpenters. Okay. Oh, we almost as high as that now. Nice. Have we dwarfed the space elevator? Not quite, but we're getting there. But I hope it was somewhat entertaining. Plus, I hope this is somewhat useful in how you can lay out a mixed setup with assemblers and manufacturers. I promise there's meaning to my madness. And I made a simple bus here. I'm gonna take care of that later so it looks a bit more neat. But I needed to make sure that everything would function because I haven't made electromagnetic control rods before. So this was new for me too. But we got there, and we also managed to add a bit of pizzazz to this floor and make the stairwell a bit nicer. And being able to enjoy the view. And I am gonna ponder a bit about what we're gonna do with this down here. But it's working though. It's working. And I will delete that floaty walkway out there because our safety net is no longer needed. But yeah. You know what? Let's go to the top and save there. So I actually know where we left off. I'm gonna stand on the box. That way I actually have a clue. Not load, save, thank you. Well, that is it. That is enough for me for today. And thank you so much for being here. I very much appreciate it. And as you guys can hear, I'm not totally out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So, bye bye. Take care. See you in the next one. Don't forget. Like, subscribe, comment. It really helps. Support your creators. We're doing this shit for free, you know? Bye. Oh, I actually managed to hit the right button.